check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh, I didn't know that Indian people ate okra. I never eat vegetarian Indian.
You like spicy?
Yeah, definitely. I'm Jamaican. Yeah.
You speak my tongue?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to understand anything.
Here, it's women speaking. When
Yeah.
Jamaican women speaking,
It's
it's
scary.
sexy. Jamaican men speaking, are they about to fight? Is somebody mad? I think somebody owes somebody some money for an elephant. I'm trying. I don't know what the fuck this is. Yeah. Speaking of which, I brought party favors.
I smoke.
I smoke Snoop level shit.
Me too.
It's not like the cheap shit.
It's not gonna make you feel better. Sometimes it gives you headaches.
One is the price of weed and the other is the price of cocaine. The good shit is only slightly more expensive
Yeah.
than the bullshit. So don't buy the good shit.
Literally, I learned that recently.
One, two, 1 2. This is OG Sleepy Lotion. This be one of our
My mic don't sound like I think it should.
Sleepy lotion.
no, not Sleepy Lotion.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sleepy
I
Lotion.
know.
Sleepy lotion.
Oh,
OJ Sleepy lotion.
nigga.
Hold on, we still waiting for the people to come.
Play it again.
Oh, you want the same?
I want the same one. I'm finna make up a song called Sleepy Lotion.
Okay.
Girl, you done came over.
Did a live
Roll
pop up
me
yet?
out.
We waiting for it to go live on
I got to
Patreon.
go to work
Not
tomorrow.
on YouTube.
Also, I'm not watching on
It's,
YouTube, right?
it's gonna be on the Patreon.
Girl, this thing you
I
done
knew
put
that.
down on me
Can you,
made me just let loose all of my sleepy lotion.
Okay, we're gonna go live on
I got
Patreon.
I got a belly full of sleepy lotion.
Sleepy lotion, sleepy lotion. DJ,
Sleepy lotion on my navel now, sleepy lotion. You rub the lamp and out came the sleepy lotion.
Keep going, keep going.
I think that you and I have a future, girl.
Sleepy lotion,
Cause of the way you go over and put it down.
sleepy lotion,
I think that you and I need to do it, girl.
sleepy lotion.
I think it's time for
there,
us
come
to
here.
stop fucking all the way around.
Sleepy lotion.
You make me high. I see your face. Oh, come out, Mark Howard.
Sleepy lotion,
I can hear this nigga through my shit.
sleepy lotion. Grab the headphones on it. You over there? Sleepy lotion.
Sleepy lotion. Yeah, keep that right there. Sleepy lotion. Sleepy lotion.
Sleepy lotion. Where'd you get it?
Go ahead, Mark. How about the beat?
I just online
Check.
just found patches.
Keep talking.
What did I jump
Sleepy
in?
lotion.
Here's what happened.
Sleepy lotion.
This track is by a dude named OG Sleepy Loke.
Sleepy lotion.
She heard Sleepy Lotion.
So we
Say no
with
more.
that.
I understand.
Sleepy lotion.
And from there, we take it and run.
Right?
At all times. Sleepy lotion.
And you know what Sleepy Lotion is, right? After you watch Pornhub, you got a belly full of
Sleepy lotion.
Yeah.
What else is it?
All these babies come from
Sleepy lotion.
Yeah. When I was about 14, that was the first time I ever saw my own.
Sleepy lotion.
Hey, even the sisters are starting to swallow the.
Sleepy lotion.
You need to put that a little closer to the end.
That's all
Even
right.
the sisters are starting to swallow.
Sleepy lotion.
Like that.
Yeah, I missed that one.
I know. That's all right. I'm here to catch all the
Sleepy
fuckers.
lotion.
I hope Trump dies in.
I hope Trump dies. And
Sleepy lotion.
Man, and to shoot these white folks with something called
Sleepy lotion. Are you ready to go?
Sleepy Rocks.
Sleepy lotion.
That's my
Speedy got a mask on. say your face skin is so clear because you use
Sleepy lotion.
I can't believe that. I can't receive that. About now, you need to get some more
Sleepy lotion.
Damn.
Sleepy lotion.
All over your face. All over your face.
He almost ready to go. I'm just waiting for the Patreon to load up. That's it.
Same dude, I can find out.
Same guy.
I feel
OG
his
Sleepy
vibe.
Low. OG Sleepy Low. Same guy.
G sleeping low.
Who Gallagher? That's you?
Who?
Gallagher.
No, that's not.
No, I found my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, shit. You don't want that. I should have worn my t-shirt. You don't want that.
Sleepy low.
You know, I got one of those in storage. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I have the big one.
That's what she said.
Yes, indeed.
That's what they all say. Okay, what's
It's stuck in my head.
I know.
We can tell.
I actually do use lotion to sleep.
Hey, speaking of you wear that skull cap that makes me think of MC Hammer. To the pump.
Pumps in the bum? Right. You say what you want to, but I'm finna bring that look back, nigga.
When Hammer tried to go hard for a minute.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that was a hard ass video. I'm sorry, I'm a hammer.
No, he had a couple of nice looking sisters with some fat asses.
You know what's funny about Hammer?
The rest of it was, come on, Hammer.
I'm gonna say this. Are we on the air yet?
Chat room. If you guys are logged in on the Patreon page, give me a thumbs up in the chat room.
The woman that got shot is in critical condition.
We got bullets. Those bullets, they can't.
I mean, Meg Thee Stallion wasn't in critical condition.
Chef JJ, if you live on the Patreon page, give me a thumbs up.
What was I about to say? Yeah.
You're funny.
Hammer's a lot more gangster than a lot of the niggas that talk shit about him.
True that. But that wasn't his style.
You know Camille?
Yes, Camille. How you doing, Camille?
Let me know if this is
Happy
live
New
on the
Year.
Patreon
Happy
page.
New Year. Happy
Sleepy
New Year.
lotion.
Put a thumbs up in the chat room. Okay, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff.
The woman got shot in her mouth. Someone alive just said that.
I shot the mouth with
Yeah.
Sleepy lotion.
I'm dead.
He was looking at me. He was looking at me like, where is it going?
That's not funny. It's much better.
Right in.
It is. It's only funny if she's Republican.
No. No. Too
Okay.
soon.
I don't know that, and I don't know. You do understand that the Democratic
Check one, check. Can you turn my mic
used to
up
be
here?
the party of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yes.
Yes, but it's been changed.
That was a little bit ago. Come on.
1, 2, there you go. Thank
Okay.
you.
It's been changed.
All right,
You
Chef
understand
JJ, give me a
that
thumbs
your
up.
right to vote
That he's live on the Patreon
is
page.
voted on every 25
All right,
years.
let's go.
Chef JJ, you on the Patreon page?
I mean the right for black people to vote.
Give me 2
is
thumbs
still
up.
Voted on.
Yes, and they're going to keep voting on it because they mad at these niggas.
I'm trying to get it cracking right now.
No,
I know.
the very fact that yes,
Niggas came out
did
like,
you see how you did that? You just hurdled the concept that your rights as a citizen are voted on.
I need
White
2 thumbs
people's
up.
I
right
don't
to
hurt them,
vote.
I do know.
What? No.
Is it because it's an amendment?
Yeah, no.
I need
It's
2
because
thumbs
to
up,
this
y'all.
date.
So you go.
We're going to come on, because I'm not going to ham on the shit that's going on in my own town right now.
Where are you from? Oh yeah, that stuff is crazy.
This beat is brought to you by OG
Is your family good? Are you talking to your family? They
I
good?
got some friends over there. They not in the Capitol.
Right. The niggas is over the niggas.
Yeah,
there.
they-
That's wild. The capital
Look, I was on the phone. I looked for my high school mate, his comrade, but he was from every county police. I said, I didn't expect you to answer the phone. I expected you to be in front of the Capitol and shit.
Right. I'm not that right. I can't answer it.
I need you to shoot one. Frank,
Hey,
Leave your name and number.
I know you're half white, but shoot the other half.
Right.
Represent the other half.
No. Like I said, we're watching an exercise in patience with white people. White people having patience with white people.
Man.
Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
Hey.
My thing's not playing. Yeah. It's on, but let me see.
You said what?
This Nick. Let's try it again.
Yeah, what is it? You know what? Why am I using my phone? Why not use? Show off.
Pop, just give him the speech.
That is a ball.
That's so cool.
Yes. And cool ball.
Yeah, this is. Bro,
What's
I don't know what the fuck I be saying.
Not working?
man. Fuck it, man. Let's just figure it out. I don't know why it's not playing, but it's not playing.
Speedy's moping. He's upset.
Shit ain't working.
Your beats ain't working.
Love to the family, Speedy. How's everybody?
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
What'd you get for Christmas?
We up?
I guess we are. The tablet's not playing.
I know.
It is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. I be it might sound
Speedy.
horrible. Up in this.
Bitch.
And else we got.
Mark Howard, pissed off, ready to fly to D.C. and kill the white people.
Why?
Not yet. And else we got.
Geoff Brown.
No, on this side.
Okay, well, nigga.
I'm screaming.
And else we got.
In the house we
Yeah, that
got
sounds
Camille Corvette, and I'm super happy that Georgia has gone blue without me.
Bam in your face. And else we got.
Geoff Brown, who is so happy the plantation is burning.
Most definitely.
Burn it down!
Burn.
I is free.
Behind the glass curtain, the one, the only, and the honorable.
Shalom to the people.
Yeah. I normally play a disclaimer, but.
No. Fuck them.
Yeah, that shit ain't working.
Look, I want the plantation to burn down, but I'm saying to you
Hold on
that
before we get to that.
I'm fired up, Speedy. You ain't gonna be able to hold me back for so long. I'm gonna let you have it because it is your show. Go ahead.
It says that on the
I know. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
It is January 6th. We 6 days into the new year. Hopefully things are working out for you. If not,
shit's hitting the fan.
shout out to Georgia. Georgia made it happen. I was a little scared last night.
Oh no, I
I was
wasn't.
scared. Just a little bit.
Michelle saw my post.
Okay.
Correct it.
I was a little scared.
I said, Georgia, we're waiting on the nigga votes.
Number to call in to if you want to call in and talk to us. 818-914-4087. That's 818-914-4087. Maybe it sounds better coming from Camille. Give the number, Camille.
The phone number is 818-941-4087.
It didn't sound better. She fucked it up.
I know I did. I
Try
was
it again,
put
try
on
it
the
again, try
spot.
it again, try it again.
It's 818-914-4087.
That
There
sounds
we
fantastic.
go. There we go.
Camille,
I can read.
ATL's
No,
on.
you can't.
From Georgia.
You
Yeah.
from,
Your
you,
state
you're
came
from
through.
Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
from Marietta, Georgia.
Marietta. My niece lives in Marietta. Happy birthday to her. Her birthday is today.
Oh,
Oh,
happy
wow.
birthday. January 6th.
Makes me feel
So you can call in and talk about whatever.
32.
But today is Conspiracy Wednesday.
Yay.
All your conspiracies will be defunct or
brought to fruition or confirmed.
confirmed. We'll go with confirmed.
Substantiated.
Jeff is going to
Defunct.
Well, you
confirm.
wasn't here, so.
Defunct is wrong. I believe you mean debunked.
Debunked.
I know they rhyme.
But I like defunct.
Jeff, make your funk the defunct.
Yeah, make your funk the defunct.
We wants to get funked up.
I know you don't know that song, Camille.
No, I don't.
She's just a baby.
Did one of the rappers redo it? Somebody probably did.
That's why we have to make sure that you have some old motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then you have some new.
Well, see, that's
New blood.
I
The new blood
The
help
new
us
blood,
get
yeah.
I
going.
don't understand, and I'm not gonna blame this all on you,
Oh, no.
but dudes my age, there is nothing but trouble in chasing beautiful sisters your age. Because that's how you get fucked up with transvestites. Because transvestites don't try to change to look like women. They try to change to look like girls. So if you stay away from girls and look for stretch marks, grandkids, the kind of shit that nobody
Stimulus checks.
Right. No, nobody go in and go, give me some stomach, doc.
Mar-
No, they try to look like you.
The back of the heel cut up and the shoes,
Right.
all that
That-
type
come
of
on,
That's
bro.
telltale signs.
Yeah, some
Yes,
war wounds.
What's your cash app there?
But you're not single out.
My
You're not single out.
No, I have a boyfriend.
Bam.
You can keep the boyfriend.
Screaming.
Come on over here. I'm gonna hit your cash app. Just don't tell him where you get the money from.
I'll hit
Stupid.
your cash app.
Don't tell him where you get the
I'm
money.
not gonna take up a whole lot of your time.
Right.
You understand?
What I get you can take him shopping with.
As the late Bernie Mac said, fuck April 50 pumps. Count if you ain't got nothing to do. You got the youngest here. I can't be talking this way, Speedy.
No,
So-
you can. It's great.
So a lot. Your hair looks great. Hilarious.
Very much.
There's a lot going on. Apparently, someone was shot in D.C. today.
Just one person.
yeah.
was about to
Still,
say, that's a
someone.
record.
That's someone.
Yeah.
It should have never happened. But anyway, and so I was watching before I got here. I was watching the Republicans say that the votes in cities that they lost wasn't real votes, but the ones they won.
Those all count.
Are.
So
and
irrational.
what's the congressman or senator from Texas, Cruz, who's not really.
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's Latino
Zodiac
when it's
killer.
convenient for him.
So here's the thing, though. So he stands up and says that 30% of the country doesn't believe the vote is real,
What?
and we need to respect them. And I'm like, how come someone doesn't stand up and go, oh, "That's cool, I love that"? How come you didn't do that when over 50% of the country, when your guy came in office, didn't believe the shit was real? You didn't go, "Hey, we need to have a special vote for those 50 people."
Over 30% of the country thinks the Earth is flat. Do we respect them?
Apparently we need to. Apparently
How come
we
you
need
didn't have this energy when you lost the fucking election?
Yeah.
When you lost the primary, why weren't you calling it a fraud?
But here's what: no one calls these dudes out. Now, don't get me wrong. He got up there and spoke, said all kind of goofy ass shit, and I'm sitting there going, "But when your guy won, it was over 50% of the country thought that the shit was stolen,
Yeah, but shit was fucked up. But
and
no,
nobody said nothing.
No.
Now it's 30, and we need to respect." So he said, "We can need at least 10 days. We get 5 from one side, 5 from the other side, 5 independents." And 5, I think he said he wanted Supreme Court judges or district judges to go in 10 days, look it over. If it look cool, then we move on.
No.
Like, motherfucker, that ain't how this shit work.
No.
I needed to be in the room when he said that while he was talking. Fuck you.
Why do you say that?
Because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote and she
Sure
didn't
did.
do this. She didn't drag it out. He's just like a big, ugly toddler.
A huge toddler.
Ugly? He's ugly.
Yeah, he's definitely ugly.
He's definitely ugly.
Love it.
Donald
I
Trump.
think-
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yes.
Fuck Donald Trump.
All anger,
Mhm.
all vitriol,
Here comes Geoff. Here
all
comes
outrage
Geoff.
for
Vitriol.
Donald Trump makes as much sense as me hitting you on the knee with a hammer and you getting mad at the hammer.
There's a valid point
Who
to
made your hammer?
Almost
Fuck your
done.
hammer.
This dude is a tool. No one man in the United States government could alone do what he has done. We have too many 3-letter agencies: the FBI, the DEA, the CEA, the CIA. If you watch Scandal and believe it, there's a B-16 element. And you tell me can't nobody put no Visine in this motherfucker's coffin? There's no snipers. There's no,
Straight up.
because he was put in position to do what is happening now. Destroy the concept of democracy and America. America has outlived its usefulness as a construct. All we make now is bombs and the threats to drop them. We don't make shit.
Here's the thing. A lot of people, and you have a very, very good point.
Quite a few.
He's stupid. So
He's very humble
for,
about it, too.
for those who don't know, if you were getting a check for your kids during this pandemic, and some people were, they were getting checks for the kids, checks for them. So when Trump said, "Hey, I'm not gonna sign this shit, let the shit lapse," everybody's like, "That's fucked up." But what you guys didn't know, that was done on purpose. Here's the reason why: because now that it was decertified, when you try to go back now to put your kids back on, you have to show ID for the kids. Otherwise, you don't get put back on. So your 5-year-old, whoever's getting a check from the government, the 20-year-old, whoever we're getting it, they have to go get IDs from DMV.
And that's so hard to do.
Yeah. You have
Well, it's just a long line.
in order to get the check, which makes people go, "Well, fuck it then, I don't want to." So that was the way of them going, okay, we need to figure out who's getting real checks and who's not real. How do you do that? Well, the only way to do it is let this shit has to overlaps, and then we start all over. Well, we can't start all over. Yes, you can. Tell Trump, when it come time to sign it, don't sign it. When he didn't sign it, everybody's like, "Oh, that's fucked up," whatever. But that wasn't the reason why he didn't sign it. The reason why he didn't sign it is so that now you have to go take your kids to DMV. They go get an ID. A 5-year-old has an ID now, California ID. So now they know everybody in your household.
They been known.
Yeah, they really know now.
No.
They just have a reason to
Really?
fuck with you if you don't have ID.
No.
They have a reason to use that on you when they pull you over on bullshit.
Here's why if I had a 5-year-old, I wouldn't be needing him or her to get an ID.
Fine. What are
It
you
is
doing?
because I practice a lifestyle that is outside of the need for a stimulus package, outside of the need for government assistance of any kind, because I figured this out very early. These people don't give a fuck about you.
That's
They
true.
don't.
That's true.
But black people have this need, this need to be included by a people who every time you turn over a rock, you find something horrible these motherfuckers did. When have you by surprise caught white people doing, oh shit, you caught me helping blind black kids? Never. Never.
I don't know any blind black kids, but go ahead.
But
Ray Charles.
I know
Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Jesus
black kids, they were
Christ.
grown, they're older than me.
at some point they were
kids.
Did they come out at 78? Jesus Christ, Mark. I don't know how you tie your
Well,
shoes.
before I was born, they could have seen everything. I don't
What
know.
the fuck? Anyway, my point is that black people have been taught to be interdependent, to be dependent upon, to live like parasites on a system that cannot survive without them. This system
True that.
cannot survive. But white people don't know what the fuck to do until young black people do it first. They have no idea. We set all the trends. Ain't nobody showing up to see middle-aged white folks do shit.
Literally.
That it is us. But because we need to belong and we need to be accepted, we find ourselves in the position we're in today.
I mean,
Call in, man.
What you're talking about, Geoff, is real because we've been trained this way. Obviously, in order to hold us in slavery, they have trained our minds and they have split us up. They divide. It's the old divide and conquer.
Sure.
It's the Willie Lynch letter. All of those things. You're right. And I tell people, say white folks are so threatened by us, and we don't mean you no motherfucking harm. I spoke about this. I went on my rant today on Facebook Live earlier. I said we don't mean you no
Why
harm.
you was blocked?
We don't. We don't. No, I'm fine. I'm still here. But the thing is that in the meantime of it, I get what you're saying. The process is the process. We do have to have a level of government form of that. We need to understand the whole process of where this is, because true power lies behind the throne. And we're about the president. The president's office lost value when they let a nigga win the first time. Earlier, I already understood that. I'm proud of it, but I understand that office definitely showed it was devalued. It's those who are
Because a black
behind-
man won?
Yes,
How's
because
it devalued?
white folks don't want to give up power. That's this whole thing. That's why they act.
But
They don't want to give
I don't
up
get
power
that,
and
Mark.
control.
That's
They don't
very
want.
simple.
They don't want to give up
No, I got
power and
that part.
control of this country.
I got that
so
part.
where it really matters is what they're going to defend till their life is ended, until they kill everybody about it. So that White House office don't mean shit. It doesn't hold the value that we always thought it did. We figured what did you hear? You heard, oh shit, man, shit. He the man now. We can't. I heard somebody say, Joe, we can't blame the man no more. The fuck is you talking about? Because he's the leader of because he's the president.
But I don't think it was devalued because Barack got
Okay, it was put-
devalued.
it was
for some
put in
other
this
motherfucker.
perspective.
It was really
put in-
devalued.
okay.
Now, if you'd said that about 45, I'd have went with you.
I'm not here.
It
to,
was definitely devalued.
I'm not here to disrespect Barack Obama. I'm proud of the
Well,
man. I'm
you
happy.
said that.
No, but then you need to understand what I mean. What I'm saying to you is that what Barack Obama did was great, but the office he holds was shown to be devalued. Because again, at the end of the day,
Does a black man
white
win
folks didn't give a shit about that. They were more happy that OJ went to jail than Barack won them than for that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but why would they be happy?
Okay.
Yeah,
Because he
Mark,
killed two white
They-
folks.
it was- to me, it was devalued when 45 got in. That let me know that any motherfucker can get in office because you think he's going to be a puppet and do what you need him to do.
That's the follow up from
This
that.
is
That's the follow up from that.
This is a bunch of slaves in the barn discussing what color massa ought to paint his wagon.
Nobody discussing that shit, Jeff. Nobody's doing any of that at all. You missed the point of what I'm talking to you about.
I remember being
that.
quiet while you were yammering on.
Yes.
And I was trying to figure out
I
whether
get
you
it,
were
but,
talking
I
or
take-
shitting upside down.
I take offense to that,
was
calling me a
quiet.
slave to that, because I'm not no. I'm
was
light skinned, but I'm not a
quiet.
house nigga. I got field hand mentality. Bullshit.
Okay, I'm going to need.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you
Go
can
ahead,
do this, Mark,
That's
but I'm
just
going to need
documented.
about a minute of uninterrupted speech.
We all need
I
that,
know
but go
that's
ahead.
hard. I know it's hard for you to think something and not say it.
Don't
I'm
wait-
gonna need
don't
you-
waste your time
I'm
putting
gonna
me in
need you to
place.
buckle down.
Don't waste your
Buckle
time putting me in my place. Go ahead and say what you got to
Buckle
say. Say what you got to say.
Again,
Yeah, that's what I said.
to sit
Me and
here.
Jeff do this all the time. That's
No.
That's my motherfucker right there.
That's the first time you got to do it. Stop it.
Okay. To sit and discuss whether the presidency was devalued with 44 or 45 means that you have no grasp.
43.
43 or 45 means you have absolutely no grasp. And I'm not talking to you. Their cement is hardened. I'm going to talk to
My
somebody.
semen isn't hardened. I'm
Jesus
explaining because
Christ.
you didn't
Look,
understand.
I don't
what
even
I'm
know
saying.
if your cement is cement.
Yes.
Somebody
but
still mud
guess
right
what?
now? She's still mud?
But guess what?
Yeah, no. She's malleable.
Malleable.
She's malleable.
My semen is palatable.
Anybody over here, I don't know.
Where'd that come from?
Anybody
That's a big word for you.
who can tell you, Mark? Oh, he's talking about you. Anybody who can tell you with a straight face that the presidency was devalued by 43 or 45 has absolutely no grasp of what happened on November 22nd, 1963.
What happened?
John F. Kennedy was assassinated. That is when the presidency was devalued. Because John F. Kennedy was the last president to have the balls to make decisions outside of the shadow government behind him that did decisions about the Vietnam War.
The last president?
The last one.
I beg to differ.
Okay, of course.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
Your minute's not
It's
up,
not.
Mark.
It's not. Yeah, and it's not that you beg to differ, Mark. It's that you always beg. I don't know why he does this.
That was cute.
I don't know why he does this. It's almost like punching down.
It was funny, but it wasn't accurate. But go ahead. Inaccuracies can be funny.
This is what I deal
Anyway.
with.
This is
When I bring
this is
it
what
to
we
you.
do. This is what we do.
No.
The point
What you
is
do.
here,
No,
sister.
no. We have conversations that you don't know
Can I
about.
finish?
You,
No,
You're still in your minute.
Your
Let's
friends
Jeff-
hang out without you,
You are-
sweetie.
that's hilarious. Your
Apparently
friends
so.
hang out with- That's a T-shirt. Your friends hang out without you. The point is,
It is a t-shirt.
black people in this country love being included. They're fucking scared shitless to ask real questions.
Like?
Why is it that my right to vote is voted on and white people's ain't? Why is it that I am still a resident here and not a citizen? Why is it that I gave Obama a pass for drinking Flint water?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Nobody. Yes. Okay. I'm going to give you everything.
Please
I'm going
do.
to pretend.
And
that,
the drones.
I'm going to pretend. Yes. Come on, Mama. I'm going to pretend that I mean this bullshit. Barack Obama was fantastic for black people because all he had to do was look really good getting out of a limo on the cover of Ebony magazine. That's all we really wanted. And he did so many wonderful things for us. And he's such a great president. I love to look at him. I love to see him. Wow, doesn't he look good next to his wife? How do you explain Flint water? Anybody?
Exactly.
How I got that way?
Yes. Go ahead.
No, it's not how I got that way. How it stayed that way.
No, neither. How the leader of the free world, a man who can kill almost indiscriminately anywhere on the globe, can go to a city in his own nation that is suffering from a bureaucratic fuck up, which was Flint water. And instead of an executive order, instead of having the feds investigate, he drinks it in front of the people of Flint. Could you please explain that for me?
He was a prop.
No, these Obamites, people who love
She said
Obama.
he's a prop.
In the future, Mama.
No.
Don't make statements about Obama
ask questions and watch unprepared niggas squirm like Flint water. Please explain that to me, either of you. See how it's quiet in here now?
I would have to say, did you see that happen, Speedy?
Did you need it? You got to bring it up on YouTube.
You can bring it up on YouTube if you want. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying.
Well, why would you even ask
What
that?
I'm asking you is that, did you see that happen?
Nigga, it happened. I'm telling you
I'm
it
not
happened.
saying it did. I've obviously, if I'm asking you if you saw it happen, obviously I didn't see that happen.
Okay. Take
I
some
didn't
time,
hear about that
Go
happen.
out in the hallway.
You're the first person that told
I know
me
your
that
flip
happened.
phone doesn't have internet.
No,
but
it's
if
just
you
an
can go out in the
iPhone.
hallway.
It's an iPhone, but I'm saying to you here, I didn't see it happen.
Okay. Do you believe I'm lying about it?
I can believe anything about you.
Okay, well then answer that question. That's an answer to another question.
You believe it?
Do you believe it or not? Do you believe that Obama went to Flint, Michigan, and in front of God and everybody took a sip of Flint water?
I
Yes
believe,
or no?
I believe if you
saw
told me that you saw it. So
Yes, I did.
I didn't
Okay,
see
I'm going to
it.
tell you. I'm going
I'm
to tell
just
you this thing
concerned.
that I saw, and I tell you something
Did it
else.
kill him?
I'm going to tell you something else I saw. I'm going to tell you something else I did. I was
it
up.
kill him?
I was
Abstract.
up. I was up by myself all last night,
Impossible.
putting it all over the internet by myself. There are pictures of this shit I made up about Barack Obama in a press conference.
Last night you did it?
Yes, because just for you, Mark.
You didn't tag me.
No, because it was a surprise. It's for today. Because I
you'd have been
knew
prepared.
You didn't know I was coming.
No, but I knew this. I knew that in the future, whenever I brought up concrete, solid evidence, that you try to find a way to dance around it, and there is no way. This happened, Mark. It fucking happened.
So,
this
so,
dude
so
went to
what are you
Flint.
saying? That he shouldn't have did that?
I'm saying that he is a duplicitous, shisty motherfucker.
No,
How,
no.
as the leader of the free world, a man who can kill implicitly, you can't get these people no help, and you're gonna sit here and drink water in front of them and say that it's okay? I want to know if you think that's all right.
Did he drink it and say that this water?
Hold
Did he
on,
drink that
Mark,
water and say,
Mark,
ain't
Mark.
nothing wrong with this?
Yes.
Are you hearing me? You got hold on. Go ahead.
I don't think
I wasn't
that
listening.
he's shiesty. I just think that like he was really I've read like 2 of his autobiographies. I think that he was really idealistic.
How many lives did he have?
I know this is his 3rd. It's because Michelle's book did better than both of his. He was
So he started telling some more shit. Okay, here's some
Because
other
nobody
shit.
give a fuck about him.
No,
It's her.
she was amazing. But like literally, I feel like he just saw like how much harder it was and that people were ushering him through the easy way if he just did what they wanted and was a conservative Democrat. And I don't consider him shiesty because he's not doing anything that Biden wouldn't do, that Hillary Clinton wouldn't have done.
They're shiesty too.
Well, actually, what she's saying is that he's a politician, and I don't expect politicians to do more than what
But he
politicians
should as
do.
a black politician. Are you going to be a politician or are you going to be a black politician?
Woo!
I
Okay,
choose to be a black
on, baby.
writer, not just a writer.
I
so
hear
that's
you.
something to think about.
But I still expect a writer to do what writers do. You could be black, white, blue, or brown.
But you have to
But again, I'm
advocate.
saying to you, politics. You can be a black politician, but my thing is that politicians deal with their constituency. I wasn't asking Barack Obama.
Do you think Chicago wouldn't be happy for for Chicago to help them?
No, baby.
Like
They'd be happy for anyone to help
You
them. I
have
get
to
that.
Get the full helping of this bullshit. Hold on. Let's keep going.
Go ahead. But what I'm saying to you is that there's a point where I think people were expecting him to be beyond what a politician is. And in order for him to have gotten to where he was a politician. And I'm not making any excuses for him whatsoever, although Geoff will try to think that I am trying to make that. I didn't get into this to bash Barack Obama when I said they devalue. I'm talking about how they see us. I agree with very many. I agree very wholeheartedly to a lot of what Geoff is bringing to you as
Just
far as
use
what
your
they
words,
think
Mark.
about us.
Just use your words. Don't use the big ones.
I'm
Don't use the big ones.
I'm using my words.
They trip you up. Just use your words.
Don't try, because I
The ones
I
that
have,
come in the books with pop-ups and
Hey, look,
pictures, use those words.
I've had a better vocabulary longer than you've known me, so don't try to challenge me on that
How
shit.
long you known me?
So the fact is,
That very sentence was fucked up. Go ahead.
I've had one longer than you've ever known me. So this ain't no new
That
shit.
seems to be the issue.
I don't do extra.
Go ahead.
I don't do extra shit. But the fact is, I didn't get on this to bash on Barack Obama, where Speedy thought I was bashing him.
No.
personally. I'm telling you that how white folks saw the devalue of this seat by letting and I'll go with Geoff because we talked about this before, what they felt was the first black president.
No.
I like president.
I like president.
I like president.
Same motherfucker, the president of the
I think there's a
president.
movie that goes like that on Pornhub.
Yeah,
You guys hear that?
It was a movie called it was called Dead Presidents. But But the fact is that
fucking around.
he was the first black president, first nigga in office,
Wow.
won it twice.
First nigga in office.
That's how white folks call us, do they not?
Wow.
Okay, do they
I think
not?
they
That's
use
what
the
they
hard
call
R.
us.
Why your voice so high?
They call us niggas. That's not act brand new when
What you
I
heard
say
in the
it.
house?
Don't
right
act
here.
brand new when I say it.
We're right here.
Don't act brand new when I say it. I'm a light skinned
Marc,
nigga, you a
Marc.
brown nigga. That's what we
Well,
call it.
first off, we have to.
I'm not really.
That's what
we
they
have to
call
come
us.
To, well,
For all skins.
how about we don't
That's what
come?
they call
How about
us.
we come to Jesus, who I don't believe exists? But how about we have a come to Jesus moment with regard to the word nigga, and that it isn't what everybody thinks it is.
What is it?
Everywhere in human history,
You changed
that
my
you
subject,
see-
but go ahead.
Yeah, always.
Well, I have to change your subject, Mark.
No, you don't. I know
Somebody-
you do because I know some of that
do
truth
it-
fucks with you.
I
But
do
go ahead,
it,
man.
dude.
Go ahead, man.
There's
I
nothing
understand
in
you
your
can
head
say-
that fucks
you
with
can
me.
you can
Well, here,
play the
there's-
uppity guy that's above it.
You were gonna say
but
about
I
the
know.
word.
This nigga.
What were you gonna say?
Yes,
The
you
word-
said this nigga here, but you want to tell us what it is.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to try.
Go ahead.
One of us has been to Egypt. One of us has been to Africa.
I went to Egypt.
So that okay,
Two of
well, then
us
maybe
have.
two of us should be talking right now, and the other
And
two.
that gives you
Especially
the authority
you.
on the word. But go
Well,
ahead.
no. Studying gives me the authority on the word.
Okay, why'd
In
you
this
bring up
room.
Africa?
In this room,
Why'd you bring it up then?
because it's the cradle of civilization.
But
and
you said
that's-
studying brought you, but you brought
Yes.
that up as the proof
Because
that you
I
had
went to
authority on
Africa.
on
You can
the word.
study on location.
Yeah, about it. Now,
Study on the plane, right?
here's my point.
Go
Please
for
do.
it.
That in early history with language, vowels only meant where you were from. The consonant meant what the word was. And everywhere you see NG means king, ruler, God, or exalted one.
Nick, did you hear?
He don't have an NG in his name.
No, tell him again. Say it again.
Inga.
Just say it one more time.
That
NG.
yes, explaining the word nigga.
Oh yeah. Oh, the niggas. The niggas. Yeah.
Everywhere that you see the letters N and G, anywhere in language forward of us, king, ruler, God, queen, or exalted one, until you get to chattel slavery. This is when the white man took that word from you and made it ugly. That word is powerful. That is why we feel that's the Speedy has been my nigga for years. Speedy
With
is
the
that,
A or the ER?
ER, get you put in
okay,
ER.
right.
I know.
And just that.
Pretty good, Speedy.
Okay.
Spencer.
Tell me who you got it from.
Let me explain. That's hilarious.
Okay.
That's hilarious, especially coming from someone whose Indian name is. It was funnier when Speedy said it. When I see Speedy, Speedy is that nigga there. You, this nigga.
Yeah.
Here come this nigga.
This nigga here
This is
knows more
different.
than me.
Yes.
That's what I know. I understand how you
No,
feel.
Mark.
So
There's nothing you
the,
know.
So the N and the G. So when you got to Africa, that's what you found this out.
No, I actually found this out through. Y'all look it up. My man Hakeem Green, one of KRS-One's
Can I
right
add
hand.
to, can I add
Yes,
to that?
sir. Yes, sir. Hit him up.
Actually, the original people who started calling us the N word, as we call it today, in a negative way, was the conquistadors. Right? So the
Blame the
conquistadors,
Spanish.
or the Spanish, right? The
The Spanish
conquistadors,
conquistadors.
Christopher Columbus, to be more specific.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right? When they came here, that was their way of describing, this is how you know the Native American people were black. This is how they described
Come
the
on,
Native
bruh.
American people. Right? So they were calling themselves Negas, which just means king. Right? But the Spanish people changed that to mean black and to them.
Right.
They didn't respect it as meaning king. They just meant it as meaning a color, representing their skin tone.
Because Negro is black.
So that's how you know the Native Americans that they show you on TV are not the natives that they ran into when they got here.
No.
Right? Those are Asian people that they show you on TV.
Come on, bruh.
The natives that they ran into
Was us.
was black people or African Americans as we call
Read the
today.
book "They Came Before Columbus" by
Right.
Ivan Van Sertima.
Or read,
That was who the Spanish conquistadors were, the ones
Right.
that came before Columbus.
or you can read Columbus's book, his diary, where he clearly
Scary.
states what happened when he got off the boat. He clearly states that he met black people and they spoke Hebrew.
I just thought that they were confused.
Huh?
There's a lot of confusion.
He had
man.
a Hebrew translator with him.
It loses its meaning because of confusion.
What, you read the book?
Yeah, but just for like school and stuff.
I never did.
For whatever reason.
Well,
Well,
I never did.
Makes me want to reread it.
Somebody named Caldwell's got to read.
He did.
He did.
So when we use the word nigga, and most people become offended by it, especially with white people because they can't use it anymore, or they'll go, well, you guys say it to each other all the time, but I can't.
Sure.
You
damn right.
There's a great reason for that.
Did you hear about that little boy? He there was this girl and she said, basically she got a driving test and she was like, I can drive niggers. She said the hard R.
I can drive
And
niggers.
he sat on the video for 3 years, waited until she got into her dream college, released it. There's a New York Times article about it.
That was very white of him.
Held on to that.
Vindictive.
I love it. We got a phone call.
Come on, phone call.
You can go call her. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, caller.
Hey, y'all. It's Nakia from the Bay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Could have
okay.
waited.
Don't even wait.
Hey, double D's.
Oh,
What
I'm
it do,
sorry.
baby
I
girl?
thought you were saying it. I didn't know you were telling somebody else.
Too
to
late.
say it.
It's okay. We love you anyway.
Hey, double
you
D's.
you know how we feel about you.
What it do, baby?
Anyway, I got a question. So you're saying that
Jeff?
That's for me.
that the word Negro came from the Spanish calling that one
No.
actually in Spanish, negro is black.
No, what I said was when the Spanish people came to the Americas, right, and they ran into the people that they called whatever they were, that's what they referred to them as a color. You understand?
Gotcha.
We were calling ourselves niggas, how Geoff was pronouncing it, or whatever the pronunciation was at that time. They took that term much like today. We call ourselves, "What's up, my nigga?" The exact same thing today. Like we think because of the history has been whitewashed, we think they made the word up, but in fact they just took the word and they demonized it. That's why
they took it from the Spanish language.
No. They took it from our language. The Spanish took it from our language and demonized it as a color instead of a title. Like today, if I see Geoff say, "What's up, my nigga?" That's a title saying, "What's up, my brother?" That's a title of respect.
Yes.
They took
But
that.
the Spanish language has been around since they were in Spain, and in that time they called negro black.
Well,
I'm explaining to you before that time. I'm not saying this has started during slavery. This is how they was the same way they do today. Like this is nothing new under the sun. The same way I call Geoff my nigga, but when a white person hears that, they hear it in a negative term. That was the same thing back then. If I said, "Hey, my niggas," if the way before they translated into just meaning black, you understand? So the original meaning of it was king. Through other languages, it was translated to mean the word black. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
Right.
And understand, sister, your people had running water, a sense of republic, a sense of democracy, universities, buildings, architecture, mathematics, and science before a white man ever put on a shoe or looked out a fucking window. All language starts with you, all of it. So any concept that we were given something that we didn't have or taught something that we didn't know is a fallacy. We were kidnapped and brainwashed, period. Right?
Yeah, white
Very
people
true.
didn't even know how to do plumbing or
None
Talk of to that. 'em.
hygiene.
None of that.
Now hold on. Let's slow this down. This is. Let me give you the proof on this. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Middle Ages, when they were practicing surgery, they would wash their hands in still water. Okay. You could read in the biblical scriptures where it tells you to clean yourself in running water, which shows you the proof that we had this knowledge thousands of years before the civilization.
Of course. Absolutely.
Thousands of years.
Thousands.
Something simple as running water. You know.
Yes, this is why when you hear, and I hope I don't
Thank you,
step on no
Nakia.
toes here.
Thank you, Nakia from the Bay.
I hope I don't step on no toes.
You will.
But
Mark Howard here.
watch if you get a chance, watch A Great and Mighty Walk by a man by the name of John Henrik Clark. This brother is a beast. And one of the things that this brother breaks down is, and I feel the same way, he says, I don't understand what black Greek fraternities mean when they say they are black and Greek. When everything Greek, everything is stolen from the Nile Valley. Everything. There's no such thing as Greek architecture.
Facts.
There's no such thing as Greek lettering,
Facts.
Greek mythology, Greek anything
Greek-
to
oh, okay,
include souvlaki and tabbouleh, nigga. There is nothing Greek that did not start
In
African.
Egypt, they took a lot of
So how then
Egyptian
can you
hieroglyphics.
call yourself an Omega Psi Phi? How can you call
Great point,
yourself
Geoff.
a Kappa Alpha Psi? These people stole this from you. What you are doing is bragging about being able to ride around in a car that was stolen from your father.
That's a good point.
We got a phone call.
It's getting deep.
Jeff,
Hey,
I knew
caller.
we'd go there, but that's
Who are you? Where are
that's
you
wrong.
from?
Yeah, tell me why it's wrong.
Mark said,
It's the wrong
No, it's
direction.
uncomfortable.
What's up,
Tell me
Vernon?
what's wrong.
No,
Yeah, what's up?
What it
What
do,
up,
Vern?
Vern?
You got something
I
on
see
this
you got
one?
the you got the
What up,
Patreon
Vern?
link.
Thank you,
First
brother.
and foremost, yeah, I was on Patreon and nothing happened, but never mind.
Yeah, you
But
got the
anyway,
link. Yeah.
It's more like this: when you decide that somebody is better than you, and they know it, so what you want to do is take from them and lie about it, and then just keep the lie going. So if you lie long enough, it becomes true.
How about it?
Yeah, but you know, deeper than that, Vernon.
sounds
Look
like
at
my ex-wife.
look at everything. What we don't understand as a people is the entire world is built off of this lie. So we often sit back and go, "Oh, it ain't that deep. It ain't that." You have to understand something. If you built your economy, your infrastructure, your laws, your rules off of a lie, it is most important things to keep that lie going.
Yeah, because I can't let it get
Everything,
out.
everything hinges
unravels.
on that.
It all unravels.
And them not being able to say the word nigga no more, they have switched it to the word urban,
Good point,
which
Vernon.
pisses me off.
Yeah.
They do say that a lot.
They do.
Because
I don't know what that means.
once you say, okay, I can't say that, so I'm gonna use another word meaning the same thing, and they ain't gonna catch on to it.
We catch on to it. Urban thugs, all that shit. We know what they
Yeah,
saying.
they always say thugs.
Vern?
Disgusting.
What's up?
Which of these words have you ever heard Asians incredibly outraged about?
None of them.
Slant eye,
All of
chink,
everyone.
pan face. They don't give a fuck.
I never heard pan
They
face
don't. I have. They don't give a fiddler's fuck about what you call them.
Why?
Because they got their money right. Because I guarantee you at this table, we got 4 big mamas at this table. That I guarantee that Mark's big mama, my big mama, Speedy big mama, and your big mama, if we get them together, they got a barbecue recipe that will fucking kill anything over off of Wilshire and Western. Now let us open up 4 Comics Korean barbecue. We will be out of business in 90 days because they are not fucking with us.
And,
When
and
you-
see, that's another thing that kind of irks me about what was the Jim Crow law and this slave man mentality that most people have. We will be it's like if we all as people, black folks, people of color, all of us, if we decide to say, look, we ain't accepting the bullshit no more. We put you motherfuckers to a higher standard. And we stick to it, and we stop being label whores and Gucci and
Wow.
Prada and
Good
all
point,
these
Vern.
other motherfuckers who get money from us and don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
by
us.
Telfar.
Yeah.
They don't give a
What
fuck
is that?
about us. All they care about is the
designer.
money.
It's a black designer.
You can tell they don't give a fuck, because look.
Pull it up,
who was
Nick. I
that
wanna
came
see
out
it.
with that bullshit-ass ad? And,
Teflar?
we sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we boycotting in the next 2 months. They wearing the same shit again.
Well, that's the definition of a boycott, Vern. A boycott is the social definition of a woman going to stay with her mama till her eye go down and then go back with the same nigga that swole it. That's what a boycott is. If you want to know,
Come from the lattice boycotteth.
yes,
of
if you
Latin.
want to know
Boyus of cottest.
what effective social movement is, look at that gas station in Atlanta where they drove that motherfucker out of business.
Yes.
That
Now,
was
what
not
was that about?
That's not a boycott. It was about
Because-
to be honest with you, it's about a dream I've had for fucking years.
Because they caught the
Here's-
dude was a racist. Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay.
The guy that owned it?
Yeah.
Yes. Here's
and he
what
was
it-
saying racial shit about black folks outwardly, and they caught him.
In Atlanta, of
Man.
all places.
Okay, yes. Well,
It's
he
still
was caught
Georgia.
on
Still Georgia.
Not the point. That's happened 100 times. That's
I
happened
understand.
1,000
I understand
times.
that.
But we just
Yeah.
happen to
Here's
be
the,
there.
here's
But
the
go ahead.
point. Trying to make the point. All right.
Try. Nigga.
This
Nigga.
dude made this video went out, and this brother got black people together, and they got in front of that business and said, "Don't come here because he does not respect black people, and we don't care when he starts. We don't want this motherfucker owning it."
Yep.
And they stayed there and they choked a business to death. The same thing we had the opportunity to do with the Clippers. But drop that fucking ball.
Nobody goes to Clippers games anyway.
No, not the point, Mark. Not the again.
Know when you throw your jokes in. Mike.
I don't know.
I know my jokes, but just move on.
That might be your Indian name. Might be not the point.
What you're saying is absolutely the best thing. Once you financially say, you know what, we're not doing this shit
At all.
People start listening.
Well, no, I don't want them to listen. See, this is the difference between me and most people. Yeah. I am an absolute Pan-African separatist.
Meaning
that don't even try to ask. Whenever I speak, black is implied. You don't have to. Are you talking about black people? Absolutely. Every time I open my mouth. Number two, I don't care how racist, which is impossible for black people. I don't care how horrible this sounds. I don't give a fuck about what's going on with other races because I don't have time. I'm black. I'm busy right now. I'm a little busy right now.
Geoff,
I don't give a fuck what's going on in front of the White House. I'm a little busy right now.
Can I add to that, Geoff?
Yes, sir.
I like to quote the good book. Zephaniah once said it the best. Listen to this, Vernon. Gather yourselves together.
Good shit, Vern.
Gather yourselves together, O nation, not desired. So I can break down to layman's terms.
Come on, bro.
You have to look around and see what nation of people are not desired by any other group of people. Right? Those people are supposed to come together. This goes for you Spanish brothers, Dominican, Puerto Rican. This goes for y'all. We're supposed to come together as a people and build our own nation.
Come on,
so we're
bro.
not supposed to be envying other nations and trying to be like them. We're supposed to build our own. And I think the problem with our people is not the economy. It's not making money. I've seen black people make money out of nothing with no education.
Come on,
so
bro.
money is not the issue. We've invented everything. It's not. That's not the problem.
Elevators, stoplights.
Our problem is culture. We don't have a culture.
There you go.
And that's what all the other nation has that holds them together. They have a culture that they all abide by and agree on and understand. This is what's most important, other than me rising up. It's important for my culture to rise.
Nick,
plus we're also, if I said, we're also divided by integration. We're divided by the fact that we're not all fully black.
That's a great story, Mark. Anyway,
no. I'm for real.
Mark, what are you
You can get that.
No,
go ahead.
To
Hey,
piggyback
caller.
on what you're saying.
Hold on.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where you're from?
This is Mike out of Ohio.
Mike out of Ohio.
Hi.
Thanks
Talk
for being
to
a
Mike.
Patreon fan. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Hey, I gotta go back to the Barack thing real quick, and I gotta
Please
give
do.
a little bit of a pushback on what Geoff was saying.
Hit it.
yes, sir.
I feel like Barack, gets a bad rap, and people say he didn't do anything for us. But I think people always negate the fact that he had Congress to deal with.
Yep.
Mitch McConnell himself said he was going to block everything he tried to do. So
Everything.
if I'm
They
the black
filibustered
president,
everything he
if-
did.
Brother, can I ask you a question?
If Mike,
Brother, can I ask you a
Let
question?
him-
Hold on, because this is important. Remember the little white kids that got shot up not too long ago in the school?
Sandy Hook.
Sandy Hook, right? Did they pass legislation to change any laws out there before they put people in schools with guns? They didn't have to pass any bill for that. They didn't have to go to no court system. They shot it straight through. So when it comes to their nation, they don't have to delegate and do all the stuff that you're telling us to do. They don't have to wait. They don't push it to the side. Something happens to their people, they move on it. They put police officers in schools with guns shortly after that happened.
But I like what he's saying.
I don't like what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
it
no.
is true though.
Let him finish.
Any
Let
man
him
trying to put up
Let him
a
finish, Mark.
filibuster.
Let him
Okay,
finish.
yes.
I'm
He's
agreeing
making
with
the
what he's
point
saying.
a lot better, Mark. Let someone else make it. Go ahead.
Hey, it's funny, but fuck you.
Listen, what Nick is saying is true, but we don't own this country.
No,
So
we sure don't.
I mean, they own this country.
Mm-hmm.
So we're playing by their rules. This is the stuff that they set up. So we're just trying to navigate and get what's best for us in the situation we're in. If we want to run the country, we have to go get our own country. But
Okay.
if we're going to play by the rules that
We'll
they
either
set
take
up
this
in
one
this
over.
country,
What's his name?
we go by how
Mike.
they do it. So if we have to
Uncle Tom.
put forth a bill and it has to pass through Congress, but Congress is actively saying they're going to block it, then how do we navigate? I think Barack did the best that he could with
I
what
don't
he
think he
had.
did the
Because
best that he
if,
could.
if
Let
Mike
the
is
sister talk.
if Mike out of Ohio is the president of the country and I'm black and I know what happened to my people in this country, I'm putting in a bill the first day I'm there for reparations for this country.
Right.
But do you think it's going to pass? Of course not.
So
He
But
could have
I
at
need to
least
see
just-
you do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, but you don't waste time putting yourself into something that you
Let
know is not
the
going
young
to
lady,
pass.
let the
just for a
sister
sounding
talk.
board.
Let the sister talk. Hold on, brother.
I have an answer to that too, though. I have an answer to that
for
too.
me,
Go ahead,
it's like
Camille.
About attempting.
Hold on,
for
brother.
me, it's interesting because it's like you saw Trump really go out on a limb for his Proud Boys, for these racist Americans, and then Obama couldn't even do it for his own people. And it was like, for what? He has no other political career after this, right? He has a Netflix deal, so it was like, why was he like constantly
an answer
working
to
with
that.
his tail between his legs? Because it
I don't
wasn't
agree with that, putting
just
tail
Congress.
between legs,
He
though.
could have
Talk
made
about it,
more
sister.
executive orders, because that is possible, and he knew that.
And you got a point on that. Go ahead, brother.
Executive order for what?
Listen. What she's saying is correct, but you also have to look at the fact that he did do things. Listen, I'm from Ohio. When the market crash happened, I worked for Chrysler. It was going down. Like my city was about to be Flint. It was about to be the new Flint as far as dilapidation,
Right.
poverty.
Right.
He saved the auto industry. He saved my job. I understand when black people say they don't like this about them, don't like that about them. But me personally, I wouldn't have a job right now, and my city would be in ruins if he had not saved the auto industry. That's one of the biggest things that's happening in my city. People work at this plant for 20, 30, 40 years. Their fathers do, their sons do, their grandsons do. Now, if that goes down, my city is in ruins. So he did. I mean, healthcare. Look at all the people who have free healthcare. A boat that has a hole in it, it does rise. Once that tide is brought up. Our boats need more help.
Wait a minute,
Our
a
boats
boat
have
that
more
has a
holes.
hole in it?
But he did do something.
paid.
You know what I'm saying? Is my point.
He did the bare minimum.
No, I wouldn't say bare minimum, because I think what
Thank
my
you for your phone
problem
call, brother.
is for us
Thank
with
you,
black
thank
folks
you.
though in this is that we get us
back.
in positions that we want to tell them how they should do a job that we don't know. We don't know what's going on unless we in there. It's easy for us to be on the peripheral. It's easy for us to be on the peripheral and tell somebody what they're supposed to do on their fucking job.
Hold on, but Mark,
And then don't understand what they're going through while they are there.
Mark, I got you. To your point, though, right? To go along with your point, I would understand that more if it wasn't a job that we were voting someone. I don't vote, right? But if it wasn't a job you had to be voted into, right? And you had to put your cards on the table prior to being voted in. So that's my issue, right? Is if your cards on the table say I'm about my people. He ran as a black man. He went and shot a basketball.
Come on, bro.
He did all the things.
But he was nothing else but that.
Mark, hold on, I'll let you talk. He did all the things to reel us in to vote for him as a black man, not on his politics. Unfortunately for black people. So my thing is, you have to check out their politics, and once you do that, you're going to understand very quickly, none of them are about black people. Because like we said earlier, in order for this nation to be on top, to be in rulership, someone has to be on the bottom. That's what all the other nations understand that we don't get. There's no equality. In order for a nation to rule, someone has to be in servitude.
Somebody got to carry the sand.
I agree.
Somebody got to bring the chicken wing.
I'm
So
not
hold on, Mark.
disagreeing with what you're saying.
Saying that, I'm saying this: they're never going to help us, because if they do, they will lose their power. It doesn't make sense.
I agree and understand
So
that.
why vote?
Okay, that's a point of
Guys,
saying
call
why
in
vote.
and give
But
us
why?
your
But
2
why go
cents.
and berate him?
Let her give out the number.
Call in and give us your 2 cents at 818-914-4087.
Who's
That's
that phone call, Mark? I'm sorry.
Before you take the
And
phone
I'm
call,
not gonna cut
thank
me
you
off
to
with
the
somebody
Patreon.
seriously, though.
Thank you to the
I'm at
Patreon
that point
fans.
now, nigga.
Anybody watching, anybody calling in, thank you guys for becoming a Patreon. We really appreciate you taking this call.
Call it. Go ahead.
Hey, caller.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Where are
Damn,
you
go
from?
ahead.
What's your
Hey,
name?
it's Dana.
Hey,
Hey,
Dana.
Hi,
Dana.
Dana.
Where you from?
Shout out to
LA.
my brother in arms, Geoff.
Hey, baby.
Big dog.
Thank you, sis.
I need this patch, man.
I didn't get to hear the rest of the caller, what he said, but he was taking up for Barack Obama.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike from Ohio.
Yeah.
And I just want to say and remind that caller and the guest that Barack Obama had 2 years in a Democratic Congress
terms.
and House of
2 years.
Representatives to do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah. 2 years
the
where
only
he could.
executive order he pushed through was DACA,
Wow.
Okay.
and that has nothing to do with us.
Thank you,
Literally.
sister. Thank you, sister.
And
Literally.
That shows you his agenda.
Another, and then I'm going to say this, Mark, and then if we could, have you ever seen God bless the special needs kids. Have you ever seen one have a tantrum?
Damn,
You just put them out in the front yard and just let them go till they tire out.
I actually have.
This is what we're going to do with Mark's next guy. After I do this, we're just going to let him run till he runs out. Nobody getting away, no matter how fucking mindless it is. Just let it happen.
Geoff could say some bullshit very well. Go ahead, man.
Okay, now, in order for you to say that the layman is not qualified to know what the president's position is or what the president has to do implies that nobody does. When somebody, and a lot of somebodies, I'm gonna let you run special needs.
I haven't said anything. Special needs teacher. I don't give a fuck. I can say my face.
I see it.
I can use my face. I'm preparing. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Don't
big
stop.
ass face. I'm just saying.
Don't
You know
stop.
what? I can't. I probably shouldn't.
There's a lot of
I
face.
probably shouldn't look.
That's what she said.
Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. How about a man who was the personal aide and secretary and I can't remember all of his positions, but his name is Dr. Claude Anderson, and he worked very closely with President Carter. He is there is no man, no black man has ever had the power to give out resources that this man, Dr. Claude Anderson, did. I strongly suggest that you check him out on the Breakfast Club, you check him out on Dr. Boyce Watkins' channel. He breaks down specifically all this litany of bullshit following Barack Obama. So does Judge Joe Brown. If you just listen,
I'm listening to us too.
Okay, so
I'm not denying that a lot of these things.
Can a special need kid talk now?
Let him run. Let him run. Watch. This should be funny. Get your
I don't need to go through a big argument about that. A lot of things are what I've said. I said I agree with you on. Some parts of it aren't relevant to the specifics of what we brought up, but they sound good when you say it. Mm-hmm. They sound deep as fuck, but they haven't been totally relevant. When we get to a whole broad point of talking about he didn't do nothing. My thing. I mean, you can laugh and mock all you want. I can take it. I'm man enough to take the shit. I can also give it back too. I don't want to see no shit when I give it back though.
Okay. Mark, call it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I didn't finish, but go ahead, Dana.
Mark, what did he do? Give us items.
No, Dana, you are.
She asked you a question, Mark.
I heard her. I'm answering it.
Okay.
It's hard for me to really get the answer to that when people be cutting it off.
Sorry about that.
No, stop,
Okay.
stop.
So no, I'm not stalling shit. I've been cut off.
He's not stalling. He's flailing.
I'm not flailing shit. I got cut off, nigga.
Wow. It's niggat.
Niggat, boycottis of African nigga, king nigga.
Okay, Mark.
I said, like you said, he did what he did for DACA. He did what he did for DACA.
Dana's talking to you.
He also passed in the Obamacare. Through a lot of fight for.
Okay, Mark, I got to stop you. I got to filibuster.
Well, go ahead, because everybody else is. Go ahead.
Because Obamacare only affects 3 million African Americans when there's 44 million.
Thank you, sister.
I understand that, but you asked me what he did. Did you think it's effective or not? You asked me what he did was effective to you or not. You asked me what did he do.
Ask him that.
What is
the
that going to
biggest
do for my
thing-
grandmother, Mark?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I don't know. I don't know your grandmother. I don't know.
Exactly. I think that the biggest thing that Obama has done for black people is openly love a black woman that was dark skinned. That's it. That's about it.
His first black
Yeah.
I mean that's
Look, that was his first black
that's
girlfriend.
deep there, but it's very easy for us to tell the driver how to drive when you're sitting in the fucking passenger
Can I ask
seat.
you a question, sis? Do you think
But
that was
I know how to
political?
drive. That's a good
Exactly, but
I-
you're still not driving.
I
And when you're
definitely-
driving, somebody talking, you want them to let you respect and
He's
do
still
your
a-
job.
I
the best
definitely
you
think
can.
it was political, and also the church that he went to was political. He used he used that church
All
that
of
he
that
went
was
to.
political
Yeah.
aspirations.
And
No
look,
one has
he's a
said
politician.
what the
And then he
Kenyan
threw them away.
American did for
Mm-hmm.
African Americans.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow. Thank you.
I mean,
Stevie.
it's not up to a president to do what they
Dana
need to do
Dana.
for.
Thank you, Dana.
No,
Mark-
not,
Mark-
it's not
yeah, Mark's
solely.
on one.
Thank you,
It's
Dana.
not solely for that.
He's failing.
We
Did he
have
run on
to.
that
We
bill?
have to do.
He's still in
We
the
have
front
to do
yard.
for ourselves.
still
There
got
is
it.
there is a point. There is a point of what the political leaders do. In their job that we can utilize, but like you said, get your money up. Understand? Like I said, the true power lies behind the throne. We're talking about business. I'm talking about entrepreneurs.
I'm gonna do it this way.
Come on now.
Can I help the kid
that's
stay
fine.
out?
He's running out of energy, pops.
I don't need no
promised
help.
him
I don't
endless
need no
time.
help.
He's almost out of
I don't need
energy.
no
I
help.
told nobody wants
If
to
you
do
if
this.
you say
If anybody
you say
else
something I
dealt
agree with,
retarded
I'll
kids
agree with it.
before, this is what you do. You
But
let them,
hey,
you put them in the front yard and let them flail until they fall out.
I feel you. I feel you. Loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. I'm talking.
Whatever.
So you can get louder.
Oh.
You can say it all you want to.
just let him
But my thing is, you can mock it if you want to. But what I have said is fact that you don't address. Most people sit there and change and go into something else. You asked me what they did. I told you what he did. Then you talk about what it was. But you said he didn't do nothing at first.
He didn't
But when
do
I give you
much.
something that he did, then you want to mock what that was.
I'm gonna go. No, I can't stop.
Obamacare
Only because my
sucks.
name was on
So
the wall. If my name wasn't on the wall, I go like this. I
friends.
love Barack. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm glad he was president for 8 years. I understand he had 2 years that he could have did more, and then he had 6 years he couldn't do shit.
Couldn't we all?
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna roll with him.
Why?
Till the wheels fall off.
Why?
That's a good political
Don't
even
it-
statement. I like
Son,
that.
don't ever ask me why.
There
This
go.
is
You
why.
always
Because I'm
stand by
buried.
black people.
No. Can I say something? I'm glad you said that,
No, you
sister.
did not, Nick.
No,
Good
hold
save
on.
answer.
Demand-
Yeah, this is better.
I
This is
demand
better than that. I
you
promise.
get a DNA test. I will not believe.
Look, I got one better than all of that. I'm gonna tell y'all what the real issue is.
Hit 'em.
And y'all can look this up. Despite what the world thinks, Africans and Negroes are not the same people. Barack Obama is an African. This is why he doesn't care about Negroes.
His real name is
Exactly.
Barry Soweto, isn't it? That
So
ain't-
if that's the first understanding you have to get, he's not your people.
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry Soweto.
So he has no reason to do anything for you.
Barry,
But he did.
Barry Soweto sing for Maze.
All right.
phone call, too.
You want to call in 818-914-4087.
Shout
She
out to
sounds
the
better
baby.
when she does it. Please do it, baby girl.
Yes.
Please do it.
Go for
Hey
it.
guys, I want you guys to call in, so please do it. It's 818-914-4087.
And by the
And
way,
we got a phone call.
okay.
Hey caller, what's your name and where you're from?
Okay, here we
Burn.
Burn the man.
go. This is going to be, just bear with me on this.
We do.
always do, Vern.
There
you are a
are
teddy bear,
episodes-
nigga.
There was an episode of a cartoon. I know. Cartoon. Wait, listen though.
Go
It's
for,
called
we're with
X-Men.
you, Vern. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Magneto. He wanted his people because it's the same situation with black folks. He said, "You know what? Fuck this system. I'm going to do my own."
Magneto.
And he took his people, which
The
were
cartoons.
mutants,
X-Man.
and he took his people,
Took all
and
his
left
drawings.
and made a hole and made a place for his people.
Gotcha.
He said, "Anybody of my people are welcome. All you other motherfuckers, stay away."
So that's how you think we should roll.
Yeah,
That's what Malcolm X wanted.
I mean, I get the similar.
That's what Jesus
he's talking
said.
about, what he's trying to say. Start
Because
your
it's more
own.
or less,
Okay.
It's more or less like this. Everybody's saying the same thing, but in different terms. If we want change, we need to get our own.
Exactly.
But it
Facts.
becomes a point of, okay, if we get our own, are we going to be able to hold down our own, or is there going to be some people in our own communities and culture that's going to want to fuck it up just to go back to these other
Doesn't matter,
motherfuckers who don't
Vern.
care
That's
about
true.
us?
Doesn't matter.
That's very true.
Ma'am.
That's very
Okay, I
true.
understand that, but let's make this point.
I'm with you, Vern.
If you could find a war, Vern, where the other side didn't fight back, and where there were no traitors and there were no dissenters, I'd like to know which war that was, because every war I've ever heard about, seen, TV shows about in history, we've had all of that. What we need to figure out is when we say we need to make our own, the question is out of what? And that's what scares the fuck out of black people. Because in order to make something of your own, you have to take back shit that is your own,
There you go.
that you've been led to believe was given to you. Like the opportunity to beat your body to death as a football player. You believe that opportunity was given to you. No, it wasn't.
Talk to him, Geoff. Talk to him.
Okay,
It's not worth the money.
It's not. It's how is it that 7% of the talent is black, but only 3% of the owners are white?
Can I tell you why?
No. Yes. it
I
is-
can actually tell you why.
because okay. Here's my guess.
Okay.
My guess.
Go ahead.
Is because it is very simple. When you give people absolutely nothing, that if you dangle in front of the strongest and the fastest and the smartest trinkets, droplets of your prosperity, and tell them they can only have it if they leave, you begin to get a communion of the brightest, strongest, and fastest that are brainwashed by that philosophy.
All that's righteous, but that still isn't directly answering what Vern said.
No, I agree with that.
I can add to
I'm
this.
not saying it's disagreeable. What
My
I'm
dad
saying
was
to you
an NFL
is what
player.
Vern's point was. That wasn't really directly towards responding to that.
Pictures of them? That's why.
You can be funny if you want to. You didn't, Vern. Do you think he answered to what you said?
No, it wasn't. It was a comment to everyone who wants to say, well, and wants to complain about what we don't have and how we don't do this,
Exactly.
this, that, and the other. If just like he said, hey, get your ass up, dig down deep, take what's yours, and say, you know what? I don't need this particular system. Let's make our own. Let's do shit that we were doing before these motherfuckers came and took us and took it away from us to begin with.
And as usual, the black woman leads that.
And can I say something to
Yes,
Jeff's
sir.
point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you guys want the history on sports and where this whole debacle came from, they took this out of your history books. You can look in the book of Maccabees, okay? And it actually
What page is that?
It actually breaks down the history of sports and why sport. This is the coldest part. It tells you why sports were allowed to be in this kingdom. And that's the scariest part is when you read why they allowed black men, who they were trying to keep down at the time, to become athletes and superheroes. They tell you exactly why, and it still happens today as the scariest part. So this is thousands of years ago when they wrote this.
And here's something that people
Book of
may not
Maccabees,
agree
y'all.
with me.
Peep it out.
But here's a fallacy that some people believe, and I don't understand it. If God said, I made man and woman in my image, why is it that now people believe that women are lesser than men when they were supposed to be equal, when they were equal to begin with?
Ain't no equality,
No,
bro.
brother. Men and women are by far not equal.
Yeah, ain't no equality, Bernie. But
Not even
it's
close.
about respect,
Are you
though.
serious?
I'm dead serious.
No,
I
no.
would like any man to try and be as good as
No,
me.
no, no.
Okay,
let me clarify
Can
this.
I handle that?
Who?
Can I take that?
Tell him. Come on,
wanna
get
get
in there,
some-
Could be
Camille.
as smart as me.
Can I take that one?
easily-
Can I take that one?
I'm
right
so
here.
strong.
I want to get some too.
too.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
I got you.
From
Camille.
your feminist high horse.
Yeah.
and-
No, Vernon.
No, no,
Vernon.
no, no, no,
Let her say her piece.
It's
Let us
not
say.
like a
No, but that-
feminist high horse. I just
listen,
think
but
that
see,
men
when
and women
I
are
say
equal.
Okay.
I mean, of course, it's not going to be completely equal, but in God's eyes, men and women are supposed to be treated as the same.
No, they're
But
not.
supposed
Which
to
God?
Have respect each other.
Which
Where'd
God?
Where'd you read this at, Vernon?
Yeah, where'd you read that?
This is in the lost books. Because,
Okay, which lost book did you read, Vern?
Here's the
How'd you
question.
find
It's
it?
lost. How'd you find it?
Which one?
Lost book says that men
book without
and
papers.
women are equal. Which one?
The one on
The
Sunday.
same one that answers. If you can answer this question,
I got you.
if man was made first and women was made for man, why do we have belly buttons?
Okay.
You said what?
Why do we have belly buttons?
Nigga, you got an out, you
He's speaking to the umbilical cord. Okay. First, let me just start with the basic. Let me get rid of the bullshit that men and women are equals right here and now.
Get it out.
If my wife was my equal, we would be fucking doomed.
Thank you, Jeff.
My wife is not close to my equal. My wife sees shit I don't see coming. My wife deals with things from a different perspective, and sometimes that perspective is much better than mine. If I want to be with someone who's equal to me, I'll fuck dudes. I don't. A woman.
Why would you even put that in the whole statement?
Talk about it,
because
Jeff.
it goes
Talk about
there,
it, Jeff.
Mark. And I'm not. I don't cower behind my sexuality, Mark.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
not. I'm not unclear about it. That's
You're wearing an
another-
ascot.
Okay, no, this is actually a scarf.
I know, man.
It's
Go ahead,
better than
man.
mask.
Motherfucker.
Anyway,
Nick,
so the point that I don't think
sent
what
it?
women want is equality. As a matter of fact, the feminist movement has not fucked to do with black women at all. What women want and what they should be lobbying for is decency. I can pay you what you're worth, and I can open your door for you. I can let you do whatever it is that you feel that you need to do, and I can be a gentleman, and I can be sensitive and aware that as a female, there are things that make you different than me. and I'm decent to that. But we are not equals.
And can I add to that, Jeff?
I think that's what Vern is trying to bring in.
No, it isn't.
What I was gonna say to my sister on the panel here is I'm gonna add to what Jeff is saying, and I appreciate the fact that you're a woman. I respect that you're a woman, and I'm aware that there's qualities that women have that are simply better than men.
Yes.
Right? So when I say there's no equality, for some reason the world has programmed women to think that I'm bringing you down, when in fact I'm lifting you up.
Ooh, bruh man.
Right?
Bruh
So I'm
man.
acknowledging the difference between a man and a woman, and I'm showing you the glory in it. Right?
But the pedestal is too high for him.
I think that you can be equal but different, and so
there you go.
I will stay with that.
But-
I think we're equal and different. Like women, like a very powerful woman looks very different than a very powerful man, and let's just like leave it at that.
I would say to back on that, I would say treat people with equal respect, equal dignity, equal decency. But understand there is a difference. That there is a difference between men and
Orange isn't a
women.
watermelon, bro.
Mark, what you're
But they're both fruit.
But we're both humans.
But they're not okay.
Right.
And I think about me. I'm 5'8". Like I like
5'10" to me.
Yeah, I'm tall and I'm strong. Like I come from an athlete, and you know, like I am very intelligent. I graduated from high school with a 4.5. I was paid to go to college. I don't see those qualities a lot in men, but I see it a lot in me, and I think that makes me a strong person overall.
Which qualities do you not see in men?
Wait, Jeff, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
No, to the sister on the panel. So when a man says that men and women are not equal, right? Why do you not see that we're talking about those? Why are we not highlighting those qualities as you just said?
That's what I'm saying. Like a man can have those qualities.
Uh-huh.
So like when I am in front of a man that has those same qualities, how am I not equal to him? We also have our little special sauces as well. Like they might be better at something else. Like they might be really good at, I don't know, like golfing. And I might be really good at makeup. But both of those will be strengths for us as well. So
as
it's
a
like,
couple.
but we're different. It doesn't even have to be a couple.
Can I go back?
Go ahead, Vern.
Here's the problem. Everybody, I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate what you're saying. Before I get into what I'm saying, that's not what you all look for. You look for the nigga with the biggest pockets.
Well, I have big pockets,
That's
so why can't I look for a
kettle
dude
of
with big
fish.
pockets?
Well, because of the 13th Amendment, we can start there.
Listen, I'm not talking about you specifically. What I'm saying is that nowadays, women don't look at men, most women don't look at men for their intelligence and what they can bring to the table. All they care about is this nigga's pockets to make them.
Well, that should be an indicator.
That is an entirely different conversation.
And then what Nick said back in the day makes absolute sense. What the fuck does my pockets have to do with your happiness?
Vern,
Well, if you're going to support a family.
Yeah, need some pockets.
Wait a minute.
We go all over the place, and there's a certain point where we were staying at. We lose sight of where we're going to. I'm just gonna say that.
Let's get back.
Okay, Vern, you were saying that your wife brings something that you don't bring to the table,
brother. That I'm going to answer.
which helps the whole relationship.
Brother.
Excellent.
Okay. I have to go back. You said, and I'm going to answer this question. I believe it was rhetorical, but there's an answer to
Vern.
that.
Of course.
You said, if I have this particular set of attributes, and they are equal to a man's particular set of attributes, how are we not equal? With this sentence. Only one of you has a period that's connected to the moon.
A period doesn't do anything to me at all.
Sister girl.
And I'm on birth control where I only have a period once every 3 months.
And you know what?
And
I don't.
That's artificial.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's artificial.
Thank you.
That's not natural.
Thank you. If society collapses, that's who you are. That's who. The 90 days after you can't get perm, 90 days after you can't get what you can't get, that's who you are. And what I am telling you, I'm not talking about your
don't
hair.
Affect me at all.
Here's how they do. Here's how they do.
Explain.
The moon, as an object in space, controls all things that are water-oriented. The tide. When your period is supposed to come, that connects you spiritually, almost done. That connects you spiritually
Got timers.
to the
5 more
universe in a way that no man, when your grandmama used to say, baby, I feel something or I see something or it's about to happen, Your grandmama was connected to the.
So you're saying it's a good thing?
I'm saying it's an incredible thing.
When I'm on my period, I act more like a man because I'm more aggressive.
I'm
so
not
I
talking
think I'm
about how you act.
But again, you said
I'm not
act.
talking
You can't.
because that is how
we don't act like men. We are men.
that is
You don't
how
act
you-
like a woman. You are a woman. There is a difference with us.
sometimes you have to act like a man. Like
No,
every
no,
woman
there's
in-
no time you have to act like a
Every
man.
woman in comedy acts like a man because they have to. It's a survival technique.
Why do you think they have to?
Because-
Again, I think the verbiage that
men
we're
don't
using
respect women.
is
Interesting.
It's
Men
deceiving.
don't truly respect women unless they're like dissexualized completely.
Okay.
What's one woman that like men want to have sex with that they respect actually?
My wife.
You said no. Repeat the question one more time.
But you said she wasn't your equal.
No, she's not.
Well,
But he
then,
respect.
no.
That doesn't mean he
That's
doesn't
not the
respect
respect
her.
I want.
It doesn't mean he
So
doesn't
you don't
respect her
You
though.
don't want a man. You don't. Let me explain to you. This is what you hold on. This is what you're telling me you don't want.
I don't need
Because
a man.
okay, you don't need a man, and if you want one, you
All
just
right,
told
Diana
the
Prince.
universe what you won't have. Now, with me and my wife, this is where she's not equal. There's a list of shit that my wife, as my wife, is not allowed to do. She's not allowed to take the trash out. She's above that. She is not allowed to maintain her own car. She's above that.
Correct.
What
She
if
is
you out of
not-
town?
I'm almost done. She is not allowed. She's not. I don't have to leave town. See, you have to do that.
You go on the road to
You
do
go-
shows,
you
nigga.
know
So
I
don't act like you.
No, I don't,
Nigga,
brother.
nigga.
Ooh,
No,
you're
I
coming.
don't.
You got.
No, you work for you. I told
There
you
is a time when the trash is full and you're out.
Mark. Mark.
She
I've
lets
got that
it.
handle.
She lets it fill up.
Trust me, I have that handle. No, I have
Exactly.
sons. I have
Trash
sons.
all over the fucking
I have
floor. But you're
sons.
above that,
No,
though.
But I like what you said. Keep going.
Yes. Yes.
She doesn't have to do that.
She doesn't do that.
Got it.
She doesn't have
does
to. She's not allowed to.
She's not allowed. She's not allowed
what will happen if she
to
did?
walk her little funky ass dog at night without taking my dog. These are things that I do to cherish her. If there is a noise in my house at night, she don't have to get up. Me and the dog got it. So she is not my equal. That is my job. My
Because if she
job
was
is-
your equal, she would be doing
Thank
the
you.
same
We
thing.
flip a fucking coin.
I think
Now-
women
Okay.
are over getting coddled. Like I think we're over that, and we just like want to be treated like men at this
Ladies,
point.
call in.
'Cause
Why-
it
why
hasn't
would you
been-
wanna be treated like
it
a
hasn't-
man?
It just hasn't been beneficial for us. How has it been beneficial?
treat you like a-
honor
treat you like a
killings,
woman.
like you know, like men, like just like being fragile around your periods. Like all of this is like just treat me like a man at this point.
Okay.
Not
Getting
treating you like a
cheated
man.
on because like men view you in different ways, in different lights, in different categories.
I love what you're
Like,
saying. We're gonna get to that phone call. So if let's say you got a flat and the man was in the car, you would get out and fix it, or would you
We would
expect him?
both call AAA.
Okay. All right.
Well,
That's-
get to the phone call now. That's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
That's funny as fuck.
Funny.
That's
It
funny.
don't mean shit. But it's funny.
I'm going to treat
Hold
you
on,
like a
Mark.
woman. It doesn't matter about the cheating. If I was dating Speedy, I would cheat on him with a woman.
I'm dead.
We got a phone call. Go ahead.
There are rumors. There's a rumor that goes like that.
Hey caller, what's your
Jeff.
name and where are you from?
Hey y'all, it's AJ.
Hey, AJ.
Wait a minute. Which AJ?
No. This is AJ in Oakland.
AJ Oka.
Appreciate enthusiasm.
Okay. Hi, AJ.
So,
AJ is a wonderful
Hi.
sister, so Jeff, shut up.
Go ahead on. So do you
So-
believe you should be caught?
in terms of the equal treatment, right? In terms of equal, I believe that men and women are equal, but I'm talking about respect.
Yes.
Now,
Okay.
I don't want a man equal to me, like to be soft like a woman is
Come
supposed
on,
to
baby.
be.
Exactly.
And, you know, I want to be with a man that, you know, helps me to, I want to feel protected when I'm with that man. You know, I want to be able to be soft-spoken and be able to have him not speak to me harshly, but not to be.
But every
you
once in a
know,
while, say bitch.
Oh no!
No, there's one of that's
She
loud.
said respect.
If a man,
No,
Hold on.
Don't say that
Hold on.
respectfully.
if a man
Don't
can't
be
tell
nice
you
to
bitch,
that.
that's because he ain't.
Said,
Hey, hold on.
You can say it
Hey,
respectfully.
Speedy, you made AJ say, wow.
She's like, wow.
Yeah, she did hesitate. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry.
Come on, AJ.
But you know, men and women definitely have different roles, and I wouldn't
Right.
have it any other way.
Okay.
I believe I'm old school, traditional in a lot of ways. You know,
But see, I feel
but-
like my daughter, stay there, AJ. I feel like my daughters, if they go to the gas station and the guy they with stays in the car, that's not the dude for you.
Bruh.
As soon as you get to the gas
That's right.
station,
I
he's
agree
supposed to get out the
100%.
car, pump the gas. Whether you think it's cool or not, or y'all just friends. I know my daughter does this "we just friends" thing. Dad, we're just friends. No, I wouldn't give a fuck. He need to get his big ass out the car.
Get his friendly ass out the car.
And pump that gas.
But what if she using her card? She don't want him to know her PIN
Then
number.
put
Great
the card
point, Marc.
in.
That's fine. You go to the pump with your card. You do that, and you go get back
you
in the
get
car.
I don't think a
fucking
woman should have to do that.
I agree 100%.
A woman should never
I
have to
agree.
pay for anything when she's around a man.
But then she shouldn't have a job.
What happened to being
Then she
equal?
shouldn't have a fucking job.
Mama.
What happened to being equal?
What happened to be treated like a man?
Yeah. When I go out,
Treat me right when it's convenient for me.
as a young lady, let's just say you needed
Stay there,
a
AJ.
ride after this, and I took you to wherever you lived, and you were about to go in. Here's the difference between you and Speedy. I'm gonna wait till you get in.
No, I'm away.
No. I mean, okay. Here's the difference between me dropping you off and me dropping. Well, that doesn't make sense. Speedy has a car. You dropping Mark off. You dropping Mark. See what I did there?
That's
Okay.
hilarious. Mark has a car, by the way, too.
Okay.
That's pretty
Is that what you call that thing? All right.
a wagon,
Anyway.
car, same thing.
Actually, I don't call it a car. I call it a Mercedes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. That's a black man's wish.
It's not a wish.
Okay.
So it just
I've
happens to
seen
be
your
available.
Mercedes.
It happens to be
Mercedes
available.
doesn't even call that thing a Mercedes.
Yes, they do.
Anyway,
Yes, they do.
I'm trying to get to here's my point. You're not going to win with me, Mark. Just like the Bay Area.
Win
You're
what?
not gonna win with
What
me.
am I
Okay.
trying to win?
You're trying to be
I wasn't on that
smarter,
show.
funnier, and it's not going to work out. Okay.
I whipped Jeff Brown's ass.
When I drop you off, as a man, the way I was raised, I'm not going to pull off until you get in.
Mm-hmm.
If I drop one of these rusty motherfuckers off, if I don't pull off, I'm gonna get cussed out.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the
Why
fuck
you
is
waiting on me?
Yeah.
Right.
Why would my homie wait on me in case some niggas is tripping?
That's
And
your
you-
problem, nigga.
I at least need a
dropped
fucking
you
witness.
off.
Don't need a witness.
Why would they be hanging
We
out
don't
with
call
your
you
phone?
Marquita. That's why.
So the fact is I get beat up, I'm dead.
Now,
I
Nigga,
dropped
I
you off.
didn't know.
I did my
I
part.
was gone. I didn't know. Come on
AJ,
now.
let me ask you a question. Do you have a sons?
Yeah.
Do you have sons?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
So you've taught it like I teach my son to shake someone's hand, look at him in the eye. When someone walks in the door, you speak. If you're walking with a woman, you open the door. I don't care if you're 5 years old, you hold that door open, let Big Mama get in. Am I right or wrong?
Right. Whether I taught them or, someone in the family.
Yeah, somebody steps
yeah.
up.
What do you do when the lady enters the room, Speedy?
Or either they, have learned to treat me that way and, practice that on with their significant others.
What time of day is it?
What? Anytime a lady enters the room, what do you do?
What time of day is
Are you
it?
supposed to stand up?
Yes, at a certain time of day. But since this motherfucker brought it up, we.
I don't know about no subject. Anytime
See,
a
I
woman,
didn't know it was a
anytime,
Exactly. You came here with half of it.
when am I not supposed to stand up for a
Mark,
woman
I
when she
asked you
enters the
for a
room?
cake.
When
You
you're
came in here with
overweight?
eggs, flour, and
Bullshit.
salt, nigga.
Bullshit.
That is not the whole
Bullshit.
thing. It's after
How
5.
does it go? After 5.
It's after 5.
I stand up.
That's some
And
Chicago.
when a
shit.
woman walks in the room in the evening, this is some English shit. It ain't got to do with Africans.
Is a man supposed to wear a hat inside the house?
No, inside of what?
Inside.
These are
We
not
all
your
know you're
customs,
not
though.
supposed to.
Whose customs are these?
We're talking about men.
Whose
I know-
customs are these?
I ain't going to say.
so Jeff, hold on.
Keep asking. I ain't going to
Regardless of
say
the custom, standing up or looking in the eye,
matters,
I get that.
though.
It's about
looking in the eye is
man
totally
shit.
different.
It matters about where the customs come from. That's what this
There's
was
some
talking about earlier
cultures
about
where
what
men don't
culture.
look at it.
He talking to you. Why
I
you looking
understand
at
that.
me?
I'm just answering.
Because
that.
he can't answer
Don't be
this.
defensive.
I'm
I
just
still
saying-
love you,
He
my
can't
nigga.
answer
I
this.
don't like dudes looking at me.
Well, listen,
I'm not looking at you that way.
you can read about your culture in the good book, Mark, if you didn't, in case you didn't know.
Thank
But
you,
if anybody
AJ.
else doesn't
I
know,
understand that.
you can get your culture. For example, it says, "I have you know, the head of every man is Christ." What that means is I get my instruction on how I should carry myself as a man from my ancestors that are written about in the scriptures. It's not
Okay.
that deep. Then it says the head of every woman is the man, meaning a woman's obviously I hope she want to please her husband so he
Right.
can protect her and her family and raise them up. So she should inquire about what it takes to do that. Her head
Absolutely.
is the husband. Not saying he rules her. Not saying he dominates her.
Right.
Because
He
it says
leads her.
it says for the woman to subject yourself. Meaning it's not for me to beat you down and to demand you do anything. It's for you to have respect for me and then submit yourself onto my leadership.
And
That's
belie-
it.
And believe in my judgment.
That's
Right.
it.
There you
That's
go.
it. And there's only one steering wheel in the car, ladies. 2 people can't drive.
Yeah, there's a
sure.
bunch of those. If
You're
there's
crash,
2
nigga.
generals
For
on the
sure.
field, everybody dies.
You're crash.
Treat her like a lady.
Somebody got to drive, nigga.
Please don't sing anything.
Sing it
Don't
to
sing,
me.
please
Taking a
don't.
break or we keep going?
Because you're gonna your phone's gonna say when you gotta go.
Light her cigarette.
Oh, no, we
when
still
she's
going then if
smoking.
you got it hard out.
Yeah, she got a hard out.
Yeah, we still going. If you got a
A
hard
hard
out,
out.
we still going.
Yeah, she got
Let's
a
keep
hard
it
out.
going.
She got to go.
So this
What's a hard out?
It's what you watching Wednesday.
Yeah, what you watching Wednesday? We'll come back to that then. So we'll take a break. Come back
Watching
to
them white people storm. No. Trump has
Apparently
Trump
going
has
crazy.
called them off. Trump has called them off, and they supposedly they stopped. I was talking to my boy on the phone back home.
Yeah, he said it's real crazy right now.
What's crazy? What happened?
It was supposedly he told them to stop, and they just stopped and walked off. But I guess maybe they came back.
What you're seeing is the plantation burned down.
Yeah.
And what you really the sad part is you watching niggas run out with buckets of water.
Yeah.
I haven't
Niggas
seen
should
that
let
part
this
yet.
shit
I haven't seen
burn.
that part
Oh
yet.
my God! Turn on CNN. Anybody black?
I got
that
the
has anything
CNN app.
to
I
say
just didn't
about
turn the
this
TV just so it would
has
make
a
noise.
bucket of fucking water in their hand.
In other words, let it burn.
Let this motherfucker burn.
And you have that posted. I'm gonna like your post.
Here's the thing I do like.
I'm
in the
scared another country will take us.
Another country already has.
Yeah.
But
Here's the thing I do like about that theory is that they in a sense, they want to get rid of the
build bigger
college.
walls.
Was it college? Electoral college? Whatever it is.
Electoral college.
They want to get rid of that. Which Democrats are like, you want to do because if you do that, you'll never win another race. You'll never even get close to winning another race.
They don't
if
want
you
to
go
stop
by
electoral
popular
college.
vote,
That's how
that's
Bush
what it
won,
would be.
too.
It would be popular vote.
They don't want to.
And
They
also
don't want to
do-
kill electoral college. They want to stop black people from voting.
Well, they want to be able to say after that comes in, they want to be able to have the last word to go. You know what? We don't think y'all know what the fuck y'all doing.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and vote who we think she needs.
That's what it's always been, and what
Yes.
people don't seem to understand. Okay, this is what you're trying to get me to believe. The Congress supposedly, the Senate supposedly, the president supposedly. These people are supposedly, and a lot of them do, come from the best schools in the country: Yale, Dartmouth, Howard, Harvard. Excuse me. They come from these schools. The people who vote, if you walk around town, all buildings, all menus, all instructions are set at a 7th grade reading level. So what you really want me to believe is that the person the most powerful person in the free world is chosen explicitly and with no foul play by the 7th graders. The fuck out of here with that. I don't ever believe that the popular vote, the populace, ever has anything to do with moving politics in any direction. It's money. It's the same thing when you go to court. Here are 3 things that have no place in a court of law: right, wrong, and common sense. You're gonna either lose time, money, or both with that bullshit. Exactly. When you go to court, you go in with influence, documentation, and perception. What does it look like? Who can you angle? And who do you have in power with a picture of fucking a poodle? That's what it comes down to.
We got last phone call.
It's
Go
deep,
ahead.
but that's so far off.
Go ahead.
Hey, caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Okay, this.
Oh God.
It's your homie.
You didn't even say Vern from Chicago. You just say, okay, we know right away.
Here we go.
Here we go.
When this country was first founded,
What year was
a
that?
popular notion that they didn't give a fuck about the people, and the people were too stupid to pick their own representatives.
How about it?
Yep.
There were going to be people that did that for us. But people want to talk about, I want to vote, I want to vote. Fuck you. Your vote don't mean shit.
It did in Georgia.
We want for
Yeah.
you.
It did.
It did in Georgia.
How so?
And
It
it just
How so? It was
dawned on
counted.
me-
It beat the
and it just dawned on
gerrymandering.
me
Yeah.
that votes don't really mean shit because it's about what the higher ups want for us. It's not about what we want.
Come
for
on,
us.
man.
I feel you. That illusion keeps us back, man. But
Hold it
I
there,
feel
Mark.
you, man.
Thank you, Vern. Call right back. So, because we got to do a hard out, so we're gonna give you information, baby girl.
Hi. My name is Camille Corbat. You can find me at The Witty Girl on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, basically all platforms.
The witty girl.
Yeah.
And tell them who your dad is.
You said your dad was.
Your dad.
Oh yeah, my dad was in the NFL.
And his name is.
Billy Corbett. He's not famous. He played.
I know him.
Okay. I was like, wow. Some
He
people.
wore
do
number
kind of-
22, didn't he? No, I'm just kidding.
I have no idea.
He was a lineman, I think.
Yeah, he was a lineman
Yeah.
for the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
In the 70s.
Well, Ohio.
Shout out to your daddy.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Play for the Browns on purpose.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
right.
he came from extreme poverty. Had
So
to get
good.
out
Got
somewhere.
out of
good.
there,
Come on.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to
yeah.
him.
So we will take a quick break. Come right back. Got some music to play. Thank you, Camille. You the
Thank
voice.
you.
Of
Can I drop a
reason
news?
that's
Can I
gonna
drop us
lead.
news thing? We talk about sports real quick. I'm saying from the NBA, they're discussing.
No, when we get back, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, let them hang.
Go ahead,
Little cliffhanger.
Teaser from the NBA.
No. Yeah, little teaser. Give him a little
Just
teaser.
let it hang.
Yeah, when
don't
we
hurt
get back,
yourself.
Mark's gonna drop that.
I'm dead.
We're gonna go to break real quick.
And then we also gonna
Pumps
do
in the
what
bump.
you watch.
Thank y'all to all the Patreon subscribers. We'll be
You
right
get me
back.
choked with that fucking scarf. You know that,
It's
right?
gonna be a
Yeah, but not by you.